What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good. Let's see here. We're gonna pull this up here. Doing a little bit of a live for you guys tonight. Just giving you guys a update and all kinds of cool stuff like that. But what's up, everybody? Hope everyone's having a great evening today. What's up, Isaac? The first man in here. Hope you're doing good, Isaac. Glad to have you here. So, yeah, we're still seeing a lot of snow kicking off out there. We're going to bring up our radar real quickly. What's up, Bunzy? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Tabletop? Nope, you're good, man. What's up, Emily? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Sonia? Welcome, welcome. So we're basically picking up here where we left off here yesterday, or did we go live yesterday or the day before? Anyways, we are watching still a bit of snowfall that is kicking off across the country up in the Northeast. We still have a bit of snow still ongoing out here, and the Northeast is going to continue to see a bit of snow over the next several days, unfortunately. We just been dealing with tons and tons of it. Isaac says, I have a question. Man, you don't have to say you have a question. You can just ask the question in the chat. But yeah, there's the good news. I got some good news for you guys. As of now, there is no active severe weather or anything like that expected. We were watching the models and stuff like that for this cold front here. You can see on the top monitor, this was, that system that's bringing a lot of cold air down. So we were watching that as it had the potential to actually, possibly produce some storms. We were looking at that potential. From what it looks like now, while there still is going to be a little bit of instability, you can see out here in this kind of purplish region, there could be some storms out here. This would be taking place here basically for the 9th going into the 10th here. So we'll have to watch out for that. Maybe a couple storms, but as of now, per SPC, on the latest outlooks and stuff like that, we do not have any active severe weather going on there. So that's good. But we do have a lot of rain, though, as you can see, coming for the east here. We've got a big old kick here from the Gulf. Going to really be supplying quite a bit of rain throughout the east here. So we're going to be getting a bit of that. Let's see. It's cold in Lubbock, Texas right now. Feels like it's going to snow. I hear you. It's definitely going to get pretty chilly. Let's actually look at that real quickly. Gonna bring up our temperatures. So yeah, we have a cold front coming through. You can actually see temporarily the south is going to get a little bit warmer. You can obviously tell where that line's at there. But that's going to be shortly or quickly, I should say, replaced with cold air. This is for the morning of the 12th. About 6 days here. Getting down towards the freezing near the Gulf Coast here, which is just brutal. Do I think the Illinois, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana going to get severe winter storm sometime soon? Maybe in January? Maybe, obviously. That's, typically that is the time where we do get a bit of winter weather. It's we're still a little ways away out, man. We're still got December to go through and all that fun stuff. I'm sure that there will be some winter weather out there. And honestly, one of the main things I think that you guys are going to be feeling out there, and just, generally for a lot of the folks out here towards like the Midwest and like the Ohio Valley, I really do feel like we're going to be dealing with a lot of cold air this year. I really do think that we're going to be dealing with a lot of really sharp winter blasts, Arctic blasts, and, a lot of good snowstorms, honestly. I really do think that we're going to be in for some pretty good, snow up in some of these regions here, out there towards the Ohio Valley. I think we could see some decent events. Same thing for the Northeast. We'll watch for some nor'easters. I think that'll be a problem later in the year, which we'll definitely need to be looking out for. You can see on the bottom here, we do have a bit of snow incoming for folks up there in northern Minnesota, bits of North Dakota. Not a whole lot out here by North Dakota, just a little bit of snowfall. Upper portion here of Minnesota, we are talking, a good 3 to 5 inches out there. Not really a whole lot. upper state of Michigan here. The eastern side of the upper state, we are going to be dealing with, a good maybe 3 to 6 inches or so, locally higher amounts being quite possible. For northern Michigan here, a couple of inches, extreme northern. Areas like Detroit hasn't really been seen much. However, areas up in the west, like western Michigan, we've been actually dealing with a bit of lake effect, but that's that's finally dying down for now. So this is the expected accumulation within the next 3 days here in general. And then, of course, you got New York State. It's really ranging, throughout New York State. I mean, Buffalo could pick up, maybe a good 2 or 3 inches of snowfall. Syracuse, maybe a good 2 inches out there. But we could be seeing some local, high amounts out there towards like Camden and see Boonville. Between Camden and Boonville here, there's a really good shot that we're going to be dealing with, like 2+ feet snow, maybe slightly above 2 feet of snow could be quite possible. Then you got Vermont, New Hampshire, a good 3 to 6 inches or so of snowfall incoming for you guys. Maine here, a good upwards of 3 inches in some spots, but, a little bit. And then, of course, out west, Idaho, we got western Montana, of course, the upper elevations of Washington and Oregon states. You guys are going to be dealing with a bit of snow here, too, coming up. If we actually go ahead and turn on the radar here, and we pull our way down in time, there's actually a low-pressure system off just south of Alaska. Currently a low that we're looking at here. We're going to see if we can pull that up here for you guys. Let's see here. We're going to pull up the North Pacific. That should pull it up here. Yeah, so basically, we do got that low right here, and that's going to be shooting quite a bit of moisture and some precipitation into the Pacific Northwest here, in which we are going to be dealing with that overall. You can see up there in the Northwest here for the next couple of days, we're going to be seeing a bit of precipitation rolling through, which for the upper elevations that is going to bring some snow. For the lower elevations, it's going to just be mostly that basic boring old rain overall. But I think you guys are relatively good drought wise. I don't think we really have anything. Let's see here, drought related. I forgot how you get here. Here we go, drought monitor. Yeah, I don't think the drought's too bad out here. Nope. Yeah, you guys are pretty good out northwest. However, the drought's still pretty severe out here in a lot of the rest of the country. I mean, you can see, the yellow kind of showing a, relatively low drought, relatively light drought. Then you got the orange, which is, a little bit more heavy, a bit more dry. Then you got the red, which is like the really heavy stuff. And then the dark red, that's like where it's extreme drought. Right now, like southeast Ohio, and like West Virginia, it's just been like very, very, very dry, for the last while. And, that really hasn't changed. We really haven't seen a lot out there. Here, let me replug in my phone here. It's not deciding it's not wanting to charge for some reason. What's up, Kevin? Hope you're doing good, man. Saying Henderson, New York. Hold on one second, folks. I gotta plug this in real quickly. There we go. Okay, we're good. Henderson, New York yesterday had thunder snow. Wow. Pulaski, New York currently getting wounded with the lake effect snow. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, I mean, lake effect snow, honestly, we've been seeing quite a bit of it up and towards the Great Lakes region. There's just been a lot of lake effect snow and all that stuff. From what it looks like I mentioned, things are starting to finally calm down a little bit with all the lake effect that we have going on. I mean, you can still see out here on the radar, we have had a little bit going through Michigan, but it's starting to kind of die down now out through Michigan. But we're still seeing quite a bit of lake effect out here towards like New York State. Out there by like Springville, Gowanda, on the far southwestern side of New York State. We're getting a little bit of snow, lake effect snow out there. Same thing out there by like Pulaski, which is just south of Watertown, south of Adams. We're getting, quite a bit out here as well. Currently snowing pretty good. Let's see here. Ted says, let's see, 16301, you told me that we would probably get 10 to 12 inches of snow. We did most of today. Thank you. You're very welcome. Let me do an update for you then. Let's see what we got going on here, man. 16301. Let's see here. Pennsylvania. Gotcha. So as of now, you're not under any advisory or anything like that. So you're clear from warnings and stuff right now. Let me let me pull up the overall accumulations. Yeah, so we're not really expecting any more here. So this is the accumulations in the next 3 days. Your area is not expecting any more. So what you got is what you're gonna stick with for a little bit. Now north of you though, out by like Erie, we could still pick up maybe a couple of inches out there. You know, a little patch out by Springville and like Perrysburg and western New York, we could be getting, you know, good maybe 2 to 4 inches. You know, maybe locally a little bit higher in some spots. You know, could be quite possible. But by far the heaviest of the snow and stuff like that, it's going to be out there by like Pulaski, Altmar, Sandy Creek. You know, that region we're going to be dealing with, you know, possibly a couple feet worth of snow. There's an area out here by, like I said, between Camden and Boonville, New York State here, that is going to be, you know, right around 24 inches. So right around 2 feet of snow out here. Let's see here. I know people in the area, they said it was bad. Yeah, they got quite a bit of snow. Actually, what I can do for you guys, what I kind of want to look at here, let me bring up this page. We're going to pull up the, let's see, the observed snowfall. I'm curious to see the last 3 days, how much we picked up out in some of these areas here. So this is how much snow we've picked up in the last 3 days. I don't know if this is really good, if this really works for you. There we go. Yeah, last 3 days of snow out there, we have picked up quite a bit. You know, over a foot easily in those areas here. Last 3 days worth, which is, you know, been pretty good. You know, pretty good amount of snow. I mean, yeah, these folks out here, like I mentioned, towards the towards like especially the eastern Great Lakes. Really just the Great Lakes in general. I've just been dealing with a lot of lake effect. But here in the models, you know, in terms of like what we can expect here in the future and stuff. Here, let's turn that to precip mode here. A lot of that lake effect snow is going to come to a halt, but we do have a little winter system, as you can see up there. Here, we'll go ahead and move back to the northeast here. We do have a little, like a little clipper that's going to be rolling through, you guys can see here. So that's going to really start for pretty much tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, we're going to start to get that snow rolling up into like New York State. A little bit of a winter storm here, a little winter system, which will continue into the morning of the 8th here. That should be out by the evening of the 8th. So basically, you know, just like a day's worth of snowfall out here. Yeah, so New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, you know, you guys are going to be getting a little bit out of that. Let's actually look at the totals here. I'm curious to see what the models have to show. Kevin says allegedly a bolt of lightning struck an older barn. Wherever the lightning hit, the snow and ice were melted. It was snowing so hard that things got covered up quickly. The barn didn't catch fire. Wow, that's crazy. Well, that's good though. I'm glad it didn't. Let's see here. I know that it's going to rain next week and turn to snow. I'm just hoping not too icy. I'll make sure to tune in. Sounds good, Ted. Rain says, how's the cold weather down in Florida? It's been pretty cold. It's we had a night where it got down to 38, which, you know, for you guys, that's nothing. But for us, it was pretty darn cold, you know. Yeah, we're a little acclimated to warmer weather. We can't really handle it as much. Now, I used to live up north. I've been in Virginia most of my life. I mean, I grew up with the cold, but I've been down in Florida last 3 years, last 3 winters here, and it's just, yeah, I've gotten so used to the heat and all that stuff. It's like, it's, yeah, whenever it gets down in like the 50s, I mean, it's cold for me. That used to be nothing, but it's cold for me now. All right, let's look at your GFS here. let's see here. We're going to look at the GFS. We're going to look at winter weather. We're going to do the 10-to-1 ratio here. Kind of see what we're going to be dealing with out there. Actually, you know what? 10-to-1's better for, like, snow that's kind of near the freezing point there. We need to get up under that because a lot of the snow that we're going to be getting here. Here, let's hop back to precip type real quick. A lot of the snow that we're going to be getting here is going to be taking place while it's like super cold. So that'll be kind of most likely that's going to be like the powdery type of snow here. Forecast hour 36. Yeah, no, it's going to be super cold out here when we get that. So we're going to want to use like the Kashira ratio here. We're going to pull that up here. See what GFS suggests here. So with this little storm, I mean, honestly, not a lot, not like a super crazy amount, but, you know, actually for some areas, maybe quite a bit, like we mentioned, that region out between like Camden and Boonville, New York State, like central New York State could actually see, you know, good, maybe 2 feet or so. Vermont out here, you know, locally a good, maybe 8-10 inches or so, but, you know, for those upper elevations, for the lower elevations, we're talking a little bit less, probably more towards like the realm of 3 to 5 in the lower elevation. Same thing for New Hampshire. And in Maine, of course, like central Maine, we're going to be dealing with, you know, maybe a good 3 to 5 inches. But for the northern and like the southern side out here, it's going to be a little bit less, probably more towards like 2 to 3 inches or so. Now let's look at Euro. Let's see what the ECMWF has to show us here. I need to replug in my phone here. This thing is just not working. Let's see here. Need to change up some things. My phone is, it's been driving me crazy, or this charger has been lately. Here, let's reposition this here. The snow is great for snowmobilers and the business they patronize. I see it really helps the economy of rural communities. Appreciate your reporting, Annie. Hey, you're very welcome, man. No problem. Very, very welcome. Let's see Euro. We'll do total snowfall accumulation here. So Euro, yeah, I mean, honestly, roughly about the same, maybe a little less according to Euro here. This is also the 10-to-1 ratio. We don't have the Kashira. Anyways, but yeah, so, you know, with this storm that's going to be coming through, this model only shows a little bit less than 2 feet out there by Boonville and Camden. Official forecast has you guys out there for like 2 feet though, like 24-25 inches or so, roughly around 2 feet. Vermont, New Hampshire, upper elevations, you know, maybe a good 6 to 8 inches rather than the 8 to 10 from GFS. So a little bit less, but yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at there. What's up, Azin? Hope you're doing good. Welcome. Rain likely Sunday. Where at? Let's see. Let's actually pull up Sunday real quickly. I think Sunday. What day is Sunday? Do you guys know? Sunday would be the 8th, right? Okay, so yeah, so for the 8th here, yeah, we're going to be getting quite a bit of moisture rolling into the south here. You can see out there. This will actually be pretty good, you know. Like we were looking a minute ago, you know, we have some really bad droughts. You know, a really, really bad droughts out here towards like southeastern Oklahoma. Sorry, Ohio. And northwestern, kind of central portions of West Virginia. I really called Ohio Oklahoma. Oh, man. See, if the states start with the same letter, sometimes I just go with what first comes to mind. No, Ohio is going to be seeing a little bit of rain there for the 8th and 9th. But yeah, that'll be good. You know, that'll help with that the drought a little bit. Let's see. What's up, Richard? Hope you're doing good, man. Say it's cold here in northern Illinois. I bet it is, dude. I bet it is. It's very, very, very cold out. Let's see. Kevin says, sorry, WWT, what's up? Hope you're doing good, man. Kevin says, no offense, Andy. A lot of snow that's fallen near Henderson, Pulaski has been grapple. Yeah, grapple's pretty interesting. It's a very interesting precip type. You know, I haven't seen grapple too much in my life. I've seen it before. I've seen it once, I recall. It's pretty interesting. It's a little harder to forecast. Grapple is. than like snow and stuff like that. Yeah, winter precipits can be pretty tricky forecasting. What's up, Anna? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Hey, Andrew. Cool and drizzly near Houston. Our typical winter. Yeah. Well, you got to remember, it ain't winter yet. Now, honestly, down south this year, yeah, honestly, we're going to have to keep an eye out there for some of those southern regions here. I have this feeling that, we could get some severe weather events maybe towards, the main heart of winter. I feel like that's going to be possible late, down towards like some of the Gulf states and like Texas possibly, as we start to get some of those strong lows that develop, and the Gulf aiding in the moisture and stuff like that. So but we'll see. Let's see here. How's Pennsylvania? They're pretty good. No more snows expected for you guys out really in Pennsylvania, except for the far northern strip, and even then it's less than an inch for the most part. But it's cold. It is cold. And it says grapple like sleet. So grapple's like a powdery snowball, kind of. It's a little ball of snow that falls, and if you squish it, it's like powdery snow basically that just clumps together. That's the best I can explain grapple. Weather's gonna be better soon and snow. Yeah, I mean, these areas here have been dealing with quite a bit of snowfall. Just give it another month or so, guys, and we'll be starting to see some of those snows likely going much further south. I mean, possibly into shoot, we've already seen a little bit of snow already towards like northern Georgia, portions of western South Carolina. Yeah, some of these guys out here have already seen snow. Might not have been a lot, but you got to think it just turned December. That's pretty uncommon for it to get down towards like Georgia at this time of the year, which it did. I think that might be an early sign saying, hey, it's gonna be a cold one. I mean, it's already been really cold. I mean, you guys can vouch for that. I mean, it's been very cold lately. But what's up, Mark? Hope you're doing good, man. Welcome. David says it's very cold in Liberty, Mississippi. Yeah, man, it's cold really a lot of the country here. Let me bring up the models here again on the top monitor. I do want to show you something. Let's see, we'll do the temperature anomaly. So yeah, so we had this burst come through. This is current. This is the 0 hour marker. This is for like right now. You can see a lot of the blue in the east, basically representing colder than average temperatures out there. So it's been pretty cold in the east. West has been a little warmer than usual. We've been having more of lower pressure up here towards the Ohio Valley, and more higher pressure out towards the west. That's kind of been the pattern we've been in here for a little bit. Now, here in the near future, we're getting a little bit of a warm spurt. Things will be warming up a little bit. As you can see here, this is for the 8th and 9th. This is a couple days away. But as you can see, we're finally going to be getting a little bit warmer than usual for this time of the year, which will be kind of nice. Yeah, this is for the morning of the 9th, 7 a.m. It's going to be warmer than typical, but it's still going to be a little chilly. It's not going to be like a heat wave or anything like that, but it's going to be more 40s and 50s and just better conditions overall. Let's see here. Hope you have a good day, Andrew. Appreciate it. You too, man. Let's see here. What's with the green in Texas on the bottom map? This. So yeah, this is a thunderstorm threat. No severe weather out of it though. Just a normal threat for some thunderstorms. If I overlay the instability and stuff, there's really I don't see a lot of energy out there right now. But according to the Storm Prediction Center, we do have a thunderstorm threat out here. Just a couple booms of thunder here and there, but yeah, no organized severe weather going on. But we do have a bit of rain out here, as you can see. Currently kicking off here, and like I mentioned, just a few booms of thunder can't be ruled out. But yeah, nothing of concern for you guys really out there in Texas. That's today's risk. Tomorrow, a couple more storms are possible tomorrow, day 2, and then day 3, we have a little bit of a shot for some thunderstorms here for Sunday. Let's see here. yeah, so Sunday we're gonna have to. There we go. Look out for some storms up in like eastern Texas, like Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee. So we'll look out for that. Let's see here. How much rain are you expecting in that La Nina developed? So yeah, we're kind of more towards neutral. Well, it depends on where, right? Aren't you up in Wisconsin? If I remember correctly, I try to remember everybody I can. And I got a lot of people that come in and out through here, so it's kind of hard to keep up with everybody. But I feel like I remember you're up in Wisconsin, so okay. So the forecast here for you in the next 3 days or so. Yeah, really not a lot. A little bit of precip out there. Let's see here. Turn off the snow. Let's see here. I'm still trying to get kind of used to this program. I've kind of dropped it for a while, and now we're picking back up on it. Let me actually pull it up over here on the Euro first, up here towards Wisconsin. Moisture. Let's see. Precipitation. Here we go. QPF. Yeah, really not a lot, honestly. Now down in the eastern country, it's gonna get a little bit more out here. Here, let's see. We'll zoom that out real quickly. Yeah, I mean we're gonna be picking up a good a couple inches of rain down here in the south, like Mississippi, maybe a good 1, maybe locally 2 inches or so. Could be some higher streaks in there too. That's according to the European model. Here you go. Yeah, it's a better look at things. So yeah, with this little burst of precipitation over the next couple days, we're gonna be getting a couple inches. There is, like I said, you can see that streak from Euro showing like several inches in some spots. What's up, Tom? Hope you're doing good, man. Gotta say I'm super thankful this year's second severe. Oh yeah, it has been very quiet, thankfully. But we'll see how it goes. Let's see here. What's up, Jill? Saying, uh-oh. Let's see. 48362 just moved. Nice. Hope you enjoy your new place. Let's see here. I can look for you if you want me to. 48362. Michigan. Gotcha. All right. So yeah, you're out there by Detroit. I mean, you're near Detroit. Yeah, we're not really expecting much of anything out there towards you. I mean, you guys have been pretty mild. Well, snow-wise. Yeah, really not expecting anything here out there towards your region. Overall, it's going to be relatively calm. I mean, you might see a little bit of snow showers rolling through. We actually had a couple roll through here. That should be mostly heading out, though. Really not any of that. But, yeah, really the only thing you're going to look out for is the cold temps and stuff. Those are going to continue, persist for a little bit. Let's see here. Grapples made when snowflakes are driven by upper-level winds. Snowflakes actually pond into each other as they do to become compressed, forming balls. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That streak needs to rain bad. Yeah. Here, let's see what GFS has opinion on that. Curious to see what the American model has to show us. Yeah, so that... according to GFS, that streak's not really there, but generally the same thing as Euro. And maybe a 1-2 inches or so out here towards like Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. I mean, the South is going to be getting a bit of rain, which, it's been kind of needed lately. Let's see here. One more thing, the wind in east into Lake Ontario has been very vicious. The system has been very violent with winds and upper levels. Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, I was actually watching those winds the other day. We did have some winds out there towards the upper Midwest and stuff, because basically we had that low, that's way up here now, roll through, and then the high pressure kind of built in quickly behind it. Which, really changed that pressure over a short period of time and just made things, pretty windy there. And, you know, that wind just cuts through you, man. It's cold stuff. You know, cold stuff. That wind chill is much lower than the actual temp. I mean, even the temp out there has been, you know, pretty cold. Right now out here towards, like, Michigan, for example, I mean, we're ranging in the 20s for the most part. Yeah, pretty cold. Let's see here. Just realized the map is the U.S. and not Texas. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is the bottom map. This is the U.S. Here's Texas down here. Yeah, I got two views up here. Got current and future models up top. Let's see here. You're welcome, Jill. No problem. No problem at all. But yeah, no. This will be good though. You know, for the South to finally get some rainfall, and like I mentioned, you know, there is going to be that shot for a little bit of storms with it too. Not necessarily anything severe expected, but you know, we'll be seeing a little bit of booms of thunder here and there out there towards like Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama here. This is going to be taking place for the pretty much the 10th. Yeah, pretty much the 10th here overall. Let's see here. Are we doing zip codes? Yeah, we are doing zip codes. If you want me to look at your area, I can let you know if you're in for anything interesting over the next couple days. By the way, y'all, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Be greatly appreciated. It's free. It's just a push of the button. Be much appreciated. That way we can help keep you guys informed and weather aware and stuff like that. Be much appreciated. Let's see here. Can't wait for Sunday. Why? What's going on Sunday? Let's see here. Sunday night / Monday. Once we take a look at 80128. Gotcha. Let's see here. 80128. You, my friend, are in Colorado. Oh, you're up by Denver. Gotcha. So I know that some of those upper elevations are going to be getting some snow out here, as you can see on the bottom screen. Denver itself, though, no, you're not going to really see much of anything. The mountains to your west, though, they'll be getting some. But even then, even up there, it's not really a whole lot. So that's good. I mean, you're not going to be dealing with that really. Other than that, I mean, it's going to be relatively fine. You know, temperatures will be relatively normal. Let's see here. Anything expected south from Texas to South Carolina in January? Oh, in the South. So, I mean, like snow-wise and stuff, it's a little early to tell what's going to happen for January. But typically, you know, we do start to get more snow working its way down to the South. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you're here or not, we've already gotten some snow up in like northern Georgia and stuff this year, which, you know, for this time of the year, it's pretty uncommon. So we've already seen some snow out here, but and it's a little hard to say right now. It's definitely going to be a cold winter, I think. You know, I mean, we've already been seeing some early signs of it being a cold winter. I mean, it's already been pretty darn chilly in some spots. I mean, November, we've already broken into the negatives out there and up and towards like North and South Dakota, like -10, -20s. Very cold. And, you know, this year I think we're going to be seeing some like polar vortexes and all that fun stuff, which, you know, if we do get the right conditions, you know, if we get a lot of moisture from the south and if we get a lot of cold air from up north, I mean, that could throw us into, you know, maybe a little bit more of a lower southern snowstorm. You know, I think that could be real possible out there. So we'll have to see. You know, we'll have to see how that plays out. That'll be between January and February, which those are the most active time period here. Let's see here. Okay, thanks. Yep, no problem. Anytime. Like I said, if you guys want me to take a look at your zip codes or anything like that, you know, feel free to throw it down in the chat. We'll be here to help y'all out. And I appreciate y'all for being here. So you remember last January it was below 0? Where? I mean, I'm sure it was. Yeah, I mean, I have a hard time remembering past events and stuff, to be honest with you guys. I mean, unless it's like super, like it sticks out like crazy. You know, like earlier this April, we had that crazy severe weather. Or like Milton, you know, where I was involved and we had several tornadoes and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it has to be like a really crazy event for me to remember it. Let's see. Adam says Northeast Ohio area. So Northeast Ohio, you guys are pretty much done with your snow for the most part. I mean, a lot of your heavy accumulations, I should say. Yeah, so this is accumulations over the next 72 hours. We're not really expecting much. Cleveland's relatively done. I mean, you might see a couple little snowflakes here and there, but honestly, really not going to be dealing with anything else. I mean, we might pick up another inch or so out there in extreme northeastern, you know, right on the border between Pennsylvania, up on the far northeastern side, maybe an inch or so. But yeah, I mean, you're relatively done. The lake effect is calming down, thankfully, for now. So that'll be good. Let's see here. What about 48706? Warm up at all? Let's look. Let's see what we got going on out there. Let's see. 48706. Gotcha. This is up in Michigan. Okay, so you, my friend. Yeah, so out here, we actually looked out here a little bit to the south. So you know, you might get a little bit of snow. Not really anything, you know, cumulative. I mean, you might get a you know, a couple 10 7-inch, really nothing big. So yeah, nothing really going on out there snow related for you. But cold temps and stuff are still going to be a thing for a little bit. I mean, like, we work way down in time. We do have another cold spell that's going to be rolling through here. This is for the morning of the 12th. I mean, you can see how cold it's going to be getting out there. I mean, we're talking teens all throughout the state. And, you know, GFS suggests, like, upper state Michigan and possibly in the single digits, you know. But for you, yeah, I mean, the morning of the 12th is going to be the coldest, you know, this week. So please bundle up. You're going to want to. You're going to definitely want to, because it is going to be very cold, very, very cold. Here for the morning of the 11th, too, you can actually see here, up here towards, like, North Dakota and, like, Minnesota, we could be breaching into the negatives again, which, you know, we've already done that a couple times this year. What's up, Dominic? Hope we're doing good. Kevin says, you're right. I've been delivering packages for Brown in the afternoon, and the wind cuts cold right through you. Yeah, it sure does, man. It sure does. You know, wind chill is, you know, something that just makes it feel much colder. You know, the wind just kind of just, like I said, cuts through you. It's brutal. You know, it can be really brutal. I mean, even if you're wearing, like, you know, thick, you know, like a coat, you know, thick coat or something. I mean, it still can cut through you. It's pretty cold stuff. Yeah. Diana says, thanks. You're very welcome. No problem. No problem at all. Yeah, you guys are very welcome. I'm glad to help you guys out. Like I said, that's what we do here. Just the goal is to keep you guys up to date with everything and weather aware. And, you know, like I mentioned, why is there a funnel cloud reported here? Report of a weak cold core funnel cloud reported near Mariposa and I-19. This is in far south Arizona. That's weird. Towards Nogales, I think it is. Wow. Well, there you go. I didn't. That's interesting. But yeah, no, we'll keep you guys posted. You know, whether it's get it weather. That's a pretty bad joke. Anyways, whether it being, you know, snow or, you know, severe weather or whatnot, you know, we'll be here for you guys to help you guys out. But, you know, the good news is right now, I am very happy to say that for a lot of everybody at the moment, we're looking okay. You know, got a little bit of rain on the way for the south. Ohio Valley will be getting some rain here for the 8th and 9th. You know, that'll be rolling through. Bit of cold air after that. We're going to feel another little cold burst here for basically the 11th and 12th coming through. High pressure should prevail after that, keeping things relatively calm for a little bit, you know, before next potential kind of starts, maybe around the 16th or so. But that's just too far out. I don't like to look that far out. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. we'll see how that goes. But yeah, for now, a little bit of rain incoming for the Ohio Valley, towards the south, like we mentioned. A little bit of storms possible down in the south. Nothing severe expected as of now, per se. And whenever it comes to it, we're going to be getting about maybe an inch or two locally higher out there towards like some of these southern areas, like Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia. We'll be getting a little bit out there overall. So, but yeah, that's kind of where we're standing here with everything. See, Euro, pretty much showing the same thing here. Now, Euro does show another system kicking off here for the 14th, as you can see. GFS does not, though. As you can see, there's a bit of differential there. GFS does have a system forming for the 16th, while the Euro does as well. So there might be a little bit of consistency here. We'll have to see how that plays out. I mean, if you look at that, so there's Euro. And here's GFS. So for the 16th, we might have a system out here towards the Midwest, maybe upper Midwest, as there's a little bit of support on that, maybe of a little system. Could bring some snow, could bring some rain too. We'll have to see how that plays out. But, could cause a little bit of impacts at some point. But we'll definitely keep an eye out there for that. Other than that, I mean, yeah, things are going to be relatively calm. Things are finally coming down in lake effect land for a little bit at least. We have another wave of lake effect snow coming through for like the 11th and 12th. Basically, as that cold air shoots back down into the country here from Canada. Once again, Canada giving us a lot of cold air. And so once this cold air advances southward here for basically the 11th and 12th, that cold air is going to interact with the warmer Great Lakes. And it's going to start up those snow generators again. So we'll be getting a bit more lake effect snow out here kicking off for the 11th and 12th. You'll definitely notice a bit of cooler air along with it too. So more lake effect here for the 11th and 12th, basically. Lake effect snow is kind of coming to a stop. We did a little bit of a clipper, like I was mentioning earlier, up here in the far northeast here for tomorrow. It starts going into the 8th. It should be out by the evening of the 8th here up in the northeast. And that'll bring a little bit of snow. Some of those upper elevations, 8 to 10 inches for like Vermont, New Hampshire, and like Maine. Good 5 or so inches out there. Not really super duper amount, but the most snow within the next 3 days is going to be out here toward like central New York State. Out there kind of towards Camden and Boonville, we could be picking up a good, not 1, but maybe 2 foot of snow. Where you kind of see this yellow area here, this is kind of where we got, get near that foot margin overall, that brighter yellow. That's where we get like near a foot. So, and the orange here is, still a good amount, about 6 inches or so. The light blue is like an inch. The purple is like 2 inches, basically. That's how the color table shows it. But yeah, that's kind of what we're expecting, y'all. Nothing really super duper big going on here right now. So we'll keep you guys posted. We'll let you guys know if anything pops up here, and we'll keep you guys updated with everything like that. Yeah. But I think that's probably going to wrap it up here for tonight, you guys. Just wanted to hop on live for a little bit and, just talk about what's going on here. Once again, things are finally calming down for a little bit. Another little wave coming through. Could bring some lake effect for the 10th and 11th. Little clipper system up here in the north starting tomorrow, bringing, not a whole lot. And other than that, after that little cold spell, we'll be having some high pressure build in for at least a couple days, calming things down for a little bit. But alrighty, everybody. Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for now. Once again, thanks for joining. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. Leave a like. It'd be much, much appreciated, y'all. Once again, I appreciate y'all for joining, hanging out with us. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night and everything like that. But alrighty, everybody. Once again, thanks for joining. You guys take care, and we'll see you guys later on tomorrow. See you later, guys. Thanks for joining. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.